Hello everyone, today I'm giving you my top list of the best Android game cheating tools and apps that you can download right now in 2023. This is going to be very subjective, not all of these are going to work on every game, but without further ado, let's get right into it. Of course, I have a lot of experience using these. Download links for all these are going to be, as always, down in the description below if you're interested. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, comment down below. And if you want more game cheating tools and game cheating content, subscribe to the channel. So, without further ado, my personal number one is HackerBot APK for Android. This is an awesome tool that allows you to find legitimate cheats from all over the internet, allowing you to skip all the weird fakes and impossible cheats for online games that you might find just simply Googling for cheats or mods for Android. This is an extremely powerful tool as it basically gets all the legitimate cheats out there together in one place for you to simply download and use. Extremely highly recommended. My personal number one. Let's move on. Number two is, of course, Game Guardian. As you can see, I have all the versions of Game Guardian installed on my emulator right here, and I use them regularly. Now, Game Guardian is a memory editor, just like Cheat Engine for PC, extremely powerful, the best one out there for Android. It does what it does extremely well. There are also scripts that you can use as trainers, so you don't really have to do that much. Of course, it's going to require a root or a virtual environment to run, whereas HackerBot APK does not need any root whatsoever to run. My personal number three, I agree with this list right here. APK editing tools are extremely powerful. I would also put them around this point. Number three, they allow you to easily, in a very accessible way, just decompile and recompile APK files, allowing you to create your own modded APKs, or of course APK tool M is also one of those. Links for the download for these, as always, in description down below. They allow you in some cases to very easily modify and cheat in these kinds of games, especially offline games, but also in some online games. Now, then Hack App Data. So that also goes for, I think Hack App Data is definitely better than Cheat Droid, but in essence they do basically the same thing. I would say Cheat Droid, the interface kind of sucks. There's a pro version, and Hack App Data, it doesn't scan as many files, but you don't really necessarily need that. But they are both awesome. I would both use them together. They would be number 4 or 5-ish in my list, but they would be together. I highly recommend these as well. Of course, they do need a rooted device to run, and yeah, they are absolutely awesome. Bots and macros, yes, I agree. Of course, if you want to use bots, you're going to have to also run an emulator in most cases to do it efficiently. But that's not really an issue. Most of us have a PC where we can run emulators. Then emulators, again, yeah, they are extremely powerful as well. I would put those at that point as well. They're extremely powerful. APK tool M, I already mentioned that one. That is also an APK editing tool. I would put that higher in the list, as I said, about number 4. Lucky Patcher, it's hit and miss. It doesn't work for most mobile games these days. I would say skip Lucky Patcher wherever possible. APK mods, again, if you are, they are awesome. I would even put them higher on this list, but they are not really actually a game cheating app. So, but to find legitimate APK mods, they are without a doubt the most powerful cheat available on Android, period. If you want to find legitimate ones, simply go to hackerbot.net, simply Google HackerBot or Game Hacks, go to hackerbot.net and then go to the Hack Finder or download cheats to find legitimate modded APKs from legitimate sources. Just simply enter the name of your game. So for example, Free Fire mod APK, and you'll find legitimate modded APKs for Free Fire, for example. Replace Free Fire with any game of your choosing, you'll find legitimate modded APKs to download. Make sure they are up to date with the version that you're using of your game on your device. So extremely powerful, not really a cheating app, but should be mentioned as well. Yazzie Patcher, it's just like Lucky Patcher. Just skip it for the most part. If you're really desperate, go for these two. Lulubox Pro. Okay, so Lulubox Pro is kind of it's more difficult. So at cheatware.net, you can of course download Lulubox Pro. Links are always going to be down in the description below. The thing is about Lulubox Pro, it's not a universal tool like, for example, HackerBot or Game Guardian or HackAppData would be. Lulubox Pro just covers the game that it covers. Here is a little snippet of the featured games. You're also going to have to make an account with them for it to work correctly. It doesn't seem to work on a lot of emulators either, at the moment at least. So, but they do have actually working cheats, and they are a lot easier to use than modded APKs would be in many cases. Do I recommend it? Not necessarily. If the game that you're looking to cheat in is featured on the Lulubox Pro, yes. Otherwise, stay as far away from that stuff as possible. It's also full of ads and trying to sell you stuff. Not my personal favorite, but it does work where it works, and it doesn't work where it doesn't. It's easier than modded APKs, but not better. So you're saving yourself having to actually install a modded APK correctly, but yeah, you're basically installing adware on your device. I don't know. You do you. I don't like it that much. SP Game Hacker. Well, it's Game Guardian, but worse and old. Why would you use it? Just use Game Guardian instead. Root Explorers, yes, to modify game data, but then, HackerBot exists and CheatDroid exists, so why would you use root file explorers? They do allow you to explore files you wouldn't otherwise be able to explore, such as cache data for apps or hidden files where your save games might be. But then again, HackerBot and CheatDroid do the same thing, so skip that one. Cheat Engine APK, well, it's very old. Again, it doesn't seem like they're updating it at this point. Of course, it has great potential, being from the same developers that made the best cheating software for PC by far. But at this point, it doesn't seem they're developing it anymore. I hope it continues, and it might actually dethrone Game Guardian at some point as the primary memory editor on Android. But at this point, I would give this one a huge berth and just skip it outright. Again, APK decompilation and modding tools, yes. There are ones for PC. They're of course even better than the ones you might use on Android, and you can go more in depth with it. If you're really actually serious about APK modding, you're gonna want to get the PC tools involved and not just try to modify it on Android. Again, I like those, but yeah, as I've said, the APK editor exists, and so does APK Tool M. Those ones are the ones I recommend. Again, at Cheatware, you can download both of those as well. As you can see, APK Editor and APK Tool M, those are the ones I recommend to do that on Android. Create your own modded APKs easily. And then, what else we got? Freedom APK, very old. It's another patcher app. No, it's the worst of them all. Why would you do that? Crehack, again, free in-game purchases, just like Lucky Patcher and Yazzie Patcher and all the other patchers, but even older, and it doesn't work most of the time. Game Killer, it's not bad. It works sometimes, but again, Game Guardian exists. It's just another memory editor. Skip. CAH, Game CAH, yeah, and old but gold. No, it's just old at this point. Skip. Again, just a bad Game Guardian. Xmod Games, outdated. I'm not sure they're even updating it anymore. I agree that this is at the bottom of the list as well. And oh of online resource generators. Yeah, well, since they're all fake, yeah, they're definitely the last place by far. Anyways, I pretty much agree with this list. Link down below if you want to download all the apps or check out the list as well. I do disagree. I think HackerBot needs to be number one and Game Guardian number two, simply because HackerBot can be used on pretty much any game, anywhere, to get bots, to get mods, to get everything. Whereas Game Guardian is very specifically a memory editor and not quite doesn't have quite the range of things it can do enable you to do in the end. But yeah, in general, I do agree with the list. This is my personal list of how I would rank these things. As you can see, I do use these tools very often, more often than I might want to admit. If you guys want to learn game hacking, please head over to just ignore that one. HackerBot.net. Just Google HackerBot or game hacks. Go to HackerBot.net. Go to the beginner's guide. You will learn all the basic concepts and the basic knowledge that you need to actually get started jacking your games on Android, iOS, PC, and even consoles. Anyways, guys, that is it from me. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys have fun using these game cheating tools. Thanks you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, leave a like for the algorithms, and subscribe if you want more game cheating content and want to be up to date with the latest game cheating apps for Android. See you guys later.